The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the News Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pairs name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here, and Dave with you. Back with another exciting look back at some films and TV and music from a year in the past.
I just thought of something, Ed.
What's that?
Our clock is going to buzz. We can't stop it.
Yeah, well, does that buzz continually? I guess it does.
It does.
We'll deal with that when it comes to be.
All right.
We just had a power outage, but we got things patched up enough to continue on with the taping of this show.
I don't think it was so much a power outage as it was a mechanical failure.
It was a failure of our old studio from the producer's studio switcher over here, which I did take. I wasn't going to take it, but it came in handy, and now we have to replace it because it was on its way out.
How old was that thing?
It's pretty old. It goes back to the Stuck on Stupid concert tour.
Oh.
So that goes way back to the 2006-7s.
And they're not together anymore.
No, they're not.
Oh. Just a tale as old as time, Ed.
Right.
Just bands breaking up because they just can't get along. They have different philosophies, and they just can't do it. I'm sure that's not why. I don't know why they broke.
Now, from our summer show, you saw there was a girl singing, Renee.
Yes.
Now, she's in that Skeeter Creek band, which was very popular until the COVID.
Are they a country band?
It's a country band, but they were doing quite well.
Oh, where's she from?
She's from right in this area.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Renee, I don't know if that's her current name. I think she's married now. Renee Lucier.
Oh.
She was singing at our Screen Scenes hoedown.
And well, I'm not going to say. Never mind.
What?
No, I don't want to embarrass an offspring of mine.
Oh, yeah, she was there.
I'll just leave it. I'll leave
it
alone.
at that.
It's my lovely, lovely daughter, who's a.
She was there at
Yes.
the concert.
Yes.
Thing there. But we're doing 1968 tonight.
Oh.
Looks like a lot of good films and some songs I wasn't sure of. But we'll take a look at all that right now. You have the films, Dave.
I do have the films, but I don't have the TV screen to show them. But you'll be putting that up? Sometimes you show them up there, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
We do them here. That gets put in post, as they say. We have them written down, thank God.
Oh, I thought I always saw maybe.
No, you see that when the show airs. You
Okay.
see the things come
I
up.
do. I do. I thought we showed them here.
No.
Where am I? But I do these. All right. The number 10 movie, which, by the way, I feel is the best movie of the entire list.
Huh.
The Lion in Winter.
Oh.
With Peter O'Toole and Catherine Hepburn. I don't even know what king he plays. Richard?
Probably.
And Eleanor of Aquitaine with, I believe, a young Anthony Hopkins and a Timothy Dalton is also in this. Great movie. A tour de force performance by the legendary and great and possibly underrated actor Peter O'Toole. Even though you say, how could he be underrated? With Lawrence of Arabia, The Stuntman, My Favorite Year, The Lion in Winter. So many great... Venus. So many great films. Great performances. I don't believe the man ever won an Academy Award. I think he got an honorary award, but he deserved to win Academy Awards for most, if not all, of his brilliant performances. Great actor.
I've never seen this film.
See it, Ed.
Yeah, I will see some of these that I missed going back.
But that's number 10. Number 9, Yours, Mine, and Ours. This was remade, I believe, recently. Well, not recently, but
90s maybe.
no, wasn't it? Was it
2002?
Who remade it? Who was in it?
Randy Quaid, was he in that?
Something like that. But anyway, Yours, Mine, and Ours. Kind of a Brady Bunch of film.
Yes.
Number 8, Romeo and Juliet.
Never seen that.
Neither have I. Number 7, Rosemary's Baby. Didn't see that. You'd think I should have seen it. Kind of a horror film.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's good. You
I haven't
should
seen
see that one.
Number 6, one of the other films I have seen, Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
What a classic film here from 1968.
Yes. That was based on the book by who? Pierre Boulle?
Yeah.
And directed or written by Rod Serling, I believe.
Yes.
Number 5, Oliver.
Oliver. I think I've seen the beginning of that with the song. Consider yourself one of the family. And that's it. I turn it off.
Every sperm is sacred.
No. That's
That's Monty Python. Never mind.
Oh.
Number 4, Bullet, with Steve McQueen, I believe.
And Ally McGraw, was she in that?
Don't know. Didn't see it.
Never saw this either. Should see that. It's a car chase movie.
Number 3, The Odd Couple, with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon.
Yes. Seen that many times.
Yeah, Jack Lemmon. Number 2, 2001, A Space Odyssey. Didn't see that.
I've seen that. It's tough to see on TV because you should fast forward during that 5-minute sequence that's all colors where he's going through time or something. Who knows what's going on. I like the beginning though with the monkeys.
Oh, I have seen that.
You've seen the beginning.
Yeah. And number 1, Funny Girl, with Barbra Streisand.
That's funny. That's number 1.
It is funny.
I guess it was very popular.
I know. I never saw it.
Musical, right? Fanny Bryce.
I don't know. Wasn't there a funny lady?
Yeah, there was a sequel in the 70s.
Right. Well, I saw Planet of the Apes and The Lion in Winter. Please see Lion in Winter, people.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Why not?
And watch the brilliance of Peter O'Toole. Brilliance. You know, some may say a little over the top on that, but very forceful, very, very, just a great performance.
Huh.
Great performance. You got some mentions?
I have some other 68 films. Night of the Living Dead.
Ooh.
Of course, we've all seen that, Dave?
Nope.
No, you haven't seen that?
No.
Huh.
I've seen some of the other Living Deads. Return of the Living Dead. What's the one with the fine Linnea Quigley dancing on the...
Oh, that's Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah. And a few other ones after that, but
Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, the three...
I've seen Zombie, the
Okay.
Italian film, but not any of The Walking Dead.
You saw a couple episodes and turned it off, I
Yeah,
think. You
yeah.
couldn't get into that
Couldn't
one.
get into it. But this is kind of the movie that started the whole
It started
zombie,
all the current zombie. Barbarella,
Oh, I saw that. It's not just for the opening sequence.
with Jane Fonda stripping under the credits as the letters moved around and covered up the naughty bits. Barbarella. Dracula has risen from the grave. One of the Hammer Draculas.
Who was Dracula?
Christopher Lee.
There you go.
The producers.
Oh, that was good.
The original film.
Zero Mostel and oh god, don't say his name. Gene
Yes.
something.
You can't even get Gene, but you can't finish
the
it
last
off.
name. Hold on. Yeah, it's
Gene Wilder.
oh god. Why? I get Zero Mostel for God's sakes. No one knows who Zero Mostel is. Go ahead.
Of course, that became a musical later on, and
Yes.
then a film of the musical.
Right.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Ooh, is that Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah. Did you see? I saw this in the theater. It must have been one of my first film memories, going to the theater for this.
I don't think I saw it in the theater, but I have seen it.
Mm-hmm. And I only throw this one in. I probably wouldn't have thrown this one in, except you said you didn't like the Don Knotts movies.
No.
So this one, he's the shakiest gun in the West. I think on the last show he was an astronaut, a reluctant astronaut.
And then, of course, there's always the Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Right.
Now, I've been watching some of the Andy Griffith shows, and he's good in the Andy Griffith show. He's not a lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's okay as Mr. Furley, right?
Yes. He's not good as a whole film, though.
He's not a lead. He cannot carry a film. Not even as a comedic lead, even being a comedian. You know, and he can carry an episode or two of Andy Griffith show, which he has done. But that's it. It's too much. He's the same guy
It is.
in everything he's done. He's the same guy.
He's shaky, whatever he's doing. This one, he's the shakiest gun. He's a shaky astronaut.
Wasn't he Shaky Furley?
Right, he was always shaky.
He was always turning to the camera like,
Hi, Thelma Lou.
"Hi, Thelma Lou."
And Head.
Oh, great movie.
Is it a great movie?
It stinks.
It's the monkeys.
It's the monkeys.
And they're playing the monkey characters, right?
They're themselves, and they're just a bunch of weird vignettes. Jack Nicholson's involved in that, writing it.
They wrote it after a marijuana-induced weekend, apparently.
I don't know what caused it, but it's like kind of a cult classic now.
Uh-huh.
With some good songs. There are some good songs, of course.
None of the big hits, though, are in here, are they?
No.
They
were way past their prime at this point. But, you know, some good catchy tunes and some weird vignettes and odd things going on. But, you know, it was the death knell for Peter Tork. He had enough after that.
Oh.
And left the band to go get arrested for hash and ends up serving people at diners for a while.
And Inspector Clouseau.
Oh, that was the first one, I think, or the American one with Alan Arkin.
This was the Alan Arkin one.
I think the first one may have been 1964.
Yeah.
Peter Sellers, and then they did one American one, which, by the way, this one still as bad as this one is, and it's not good. A million times better than Steve Martin.
Now, I had to look into this one because we don't know why Alan Arkin was in this. Do you really? And why this was made?
No.
This film didn't have Blake Edwards, a score by Henry Mancini and Peter Sellers. All three were involved at that time with the film The Party. But the Mirish Company wanted to proceed with this film, so when Sellers and Edwards declined, Mirish decided to proceed without them.
Okay.
And maybe they should have waited until The Party was done.
Right.
Because they would come back later on with the Return of the Pink Panther in 74 or 5.
5.
Yeah.
Then I think there was Revenge of the Pink Panther. But Peter Sellers he's Clouseau. There's no one else doing it. Steve Martin is embarrassingly bad.
I'm not sure why they did that.
And they made 2 of them.
2 of them.
Oh, it was awful. All right, are we moving on to songs?
We're moving on to the songs.
All right, here we go. 1968, the top 10 songs. Number 10, Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells.
Now, I had to look this one up
I don't
and
know
listen
this
to it. I've never heard this.
Can you sing a little?
No.
Okay.
There's instrumentals. Tighten up those drums. And there's a dance move to it. And apparently it was popular enough to be number 10, but it was never heard from again.
Wow. All right, number 9, Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay, we all know that from The Graduates.
Number 8, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly by Hugo Montenegro. Is this from the film?
Yes. Do you know how this one goes?
The only spaghetti western theme I know is the one with the whistle in it. It goes, I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
That's what this is. It was a major hit. I do like that theme.
All right. Number 7, great song, This Guy's in Love with You by Herb Alpert and I believe the Tijuana Brass.
Uh-huh.
This being their big hit. They had many hits. Mostly, they always did instrumentals.
Yeah.
This being the really biggest hit they had, and is the only one with vocals.
Right.
By Herb Alpert.
And he sang, This Guy's in love with you.
You say this guy.
There's a big dramatic
This guy.
instrumental in the middle there. Do 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 and piano.
Yes, I'm in love.
I think we could sing this one.
Who looks at you the way I do? Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me. Anyway,
And you know all the words.
I do. I have this.
I don't even have to pull the lyrics up.
No, it's on my Echo. I
Ah.
have it as part of my music library. Great song. Number 6, Sunshine of Your Love by Cream.
Is that do 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 do?
I don't know.
The sunshine.
Is it?
I kind of know this, yes.
Number 5, People Gotta Be Free by the Rascals.
We know this.
I think I do
A
know
lot of
that
times
one.
they play this in the 60s type movies.
Number 4, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
I think I remember this mostly from Pier
watching
1
the tide roll away.
on the Saturday nights 60s.
Okay. Number 3, Honey by Bobby Goldsboro.
This was one of those very maudlin songs. And Honey,
Honey, I love you.
And she died apparently. Do 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 do
I'm
do.
doing fine.
Did they have a daughter and
And
then Honey went away? Is that what happened, or did no daughter? I forget how this one goes.
not to be confused with the Beatles song "A Taste of Honey," which is also the name of a porn film.
And a Tijuana Brass, wasn't that one of their songs, A Taste of Honey? Or is that A Taste of Whipped Cream, with the woman with the whipped cream on
I
it?
don't know.
Did they have a honey or whipped cream? I don't know.
Yeah, you're getting into. Number 2, "Love Is Blue" by Paul Moriat.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell this one was, but I looked it up. It's an instrumental,
Okay.
and you'll know it if you hear it. And there's do 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 do. Do 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 do. And there's one of those harpsichord.
Okay. Yes. I got it after a few.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, when you got beyond that first little piece, then I got
Okay.
it. And number 1, "Hey Jude" by the
Hey,
Beatles.
dude, that's a big one.
That is a big one. That's it. You got any?
I have some other songs from '68.
I just want to let you know the cameras are, I'm on these shots. I'm very parched, so I'm going to take a drink. I
Okay.
generally don't do it because I don't want to advertise, so I'm going to try and cover up this can of Coca-Cola Zero.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
I could cover it up with some of the other words, but not these that I'm doing. Young girl.
Young girl, get out of my mind.
This one I don't think you could do today, even
No.
all the things they do. Better run, girl, you're much too young, girl.
That's Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
With all the charms of a woman. It's very suggestive, not really suggestive, it's
Hey.
right out there.
The Beatles did a song,
Which
she was
one?
just 17, if you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. So, hey, speaking of the Beatles.
She was, 17 was legal in most states, though.
Was it?
This one was young girl, like 16 or 13 or 14, it sounds like, from these lyrics in here. Little Green Apples. O.C. Smith. God doesn't make little green apples and it'll rain. Harper Valley PTA.
Okay, yeah.
Jeannie C. Riley. Some people, that was a TV series even with
Yes.
Barbara Eden.
Yep.
And this, everybody knows Moni Moni.
Oh, Tommy James and the Shondells.
Mm-hmm. I had to look this one. I did remember this one. Those Were the Days. Mary Hopkin. Those were the days, my friend.
These are the never end.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
I got love in my tummy.
Ohio Express. Yes. That was one of those bubblegum bands. I think they were the same players, but different names.
It could be like the Archies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Classical Gas.
What?
Classical Gas. Mason Williams. This is an instrumental, and I swear they used part of this for the ABC Movie of the Week. Do 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 do. You'll know it if you hear it. But it was called Classical Gas.
Okay.
And another oddball, MacArthur Park.
Oh God, that was the actor Richard Harris.
Richard Harris, yes.
Well, he did Camelot, so he was kind of sang.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, MacArthur Park. Yeah.
And you were saying you didn't like the Bee Gees on the 70s
no.
show, but this is, I've got to get a message to you. This is a good one.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't like the Bee Gees of Saturday Night Fever.
Uh-huh.
That was just, they went just over the top with their...
This one was a lot of falsetto, but the other brother.
Yes. This, I think, was...
Robin was
yes.
the other one.
Yeah.
Now we have some TV shows from the 60s.
TV shows, 1968. Number 10, the Beverly Hillbillies.
This was towards the end, of course, because we purged them all, right,
Yes.
in 71?
Yep.
They were all still popular, but CBS just was tired of the rural comedies.
Right, because I think Andy Griffith was still on, maybe. No, Andy Griffith, I think he did want to go off in 68. Mayberry RFD.
They replaced it with that, though. It was still Aunt B and Goober and a bunch of them.
Was Gomer Pyle on then?
He might have been off.
So you had Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah. All right. Number 9, here's Lucy.
This is the one with the puppet, with the gams. Remember in the blue curtain?
Yes.
I was able to stay up late at 9 o'clock to see Here's Lucy during these times.
I would rather go to bed. Number 8, the Dean Martin Show.
Okay.
Now, Dean Martin Show, which later became the Dean Martin Celebrity Roasts.
Uh-huh.
This was on for years, this show. He did the variety show and liked doing it, but was not big on rehearsals then.
Uh-huh.
So felt, what can I do where I don't have to rehearse? So it became the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast.
Uh-huh.
And that's how you got the years of the roast.
Where all you had to do was read off a cue card, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. You would just stand up there, introduce somebody, and sit down, have a drink, and smoke a cigarette.
Uh-huh.
That's all he did.
That's a good gig.
That is a good gig, and he got paid a ton of money. Which I think this show ran mid-60s, and I think up until like 80 was doing the roasts.
Yes.
Number 7, Julia.
Do you remember?
Diane Carroll?
Yes. She was the nurse. There was an older doctor.
Was it Lloyd Nolan?
I think it was.
As the doctor?
And the son, do you remember the son's name?
I don't.
You remember Julia? Corey was the son's name.
Okay. I don't know why I would.
I did watch Julia. I don't know when it was on, but I do remember watching
I remember
it.
seeing a few episodes. Number 6, Gunsmoke. This show was on for 100 years.
20 or so years till the early 70s.
Yeah. Number 5, Family Affair. With Buffy
and Jody. And Sissy.
Sissy.
It sounded like somebody was making Sissy in the corner, but it was a older female child.
Mr. French.
Right.
Number 4, Mayberry RFD. You got the number 4 show, people, and you take it off the air. This had Ken. Why am I getting first names and not last names?
Ken Howard.
No, not Ken Howard. He was in.
Ken Howard, wasn't it?
No, he played Captain Parmenter in.
I know him. He's Ken.
It's Ken.
Howard?
It's not Howard. Ken Howard was the White Shadow.
Okay.
Ken Barry.
Okay, yeah.
Ken Barry. He played in F Troop, Captain Parmenter. I loved F Troop. Thought that was funny. Number 3.
Oh, what about the son in?
In Mayberry?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That wasn't a Howard, was it? A Clint Howard or somebody? No.
No,
I'm thinking of General Ben, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I remember watching a little Mayberry RFD. But
Aunt B was in it, though. She was still the housekeeper.
What does RFD stand for? Rural Fire District? I don't know. What does it stand for? Someone help us out. Number 3, Bonanza. Never got into that show.
No.
I liked Lancer and Big Valley as my westerns.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Big Valley.
But not the Bonanza. Number 2, Gomer Pyle, USMC, United States Marine Corps. Holly. And number 1, Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Hated that show.
I did like that. It was the only thing on Mondays I remember at that time. So I don't know if
it's to me, it's the Bob Dylan of television. I don't understand the appeal.
Yeah, it was just dumb jokes and Goldie Hawn and people opening doors and telling jokes at the end, and then it was time for bed. I remember. We got time for a few of the other TV shows. Bewitched was on. Mm-hmm. I had to look up the Dicks. Remember there were two Dicks?
Dick York, Dick Sargent. Dick York first, Dick Sargent second.
Dick York was 64 to 69, so it was still Dick York here, and Dick Sargent replaced him for the final 3 seasons, 69 to 72. Mm-hmm. Dick York had a back problem from a movie, and they had to build a stand in the studio for him to lean on in between.
Oh. He also ended up dying, I believe, from emphysema.
Yes.
Very bad off at the end.
They died, but he did outlast Dick Sargent. Dick Sargent went first, and then Dick York with the back problem.
Okay.
The Smothers Brothers.
An okay show.
Very political and got yanked, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. For everybody with the new color TVs at that time. The Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour. Glenn Campbell was having a good time. He didn't know he was going to get dementia in a few decades and go out. But in the 68, he was having a good time. Strumming his banjo and singing songs.
One of the greatest guitarists of all time, by the way.
Right.
No one met. Who's the greatest guitarist? Oh, Eddie Van Halen, or this guy, that guy. I'm telling you, Glenn Campbell, great guitarist.
And Mission Impossible.
Ooh, never watched it.
This series, I think I only watched the opening for the credits with the music and the little thing going along.
And the tape disintegrating.
Yes, and then that was it. Once the tape was disintegrated, it was too high above my head at the time. It's very, spies and intrigue and all that was not. So turned over to Lost in Space, but the theme was good. All right, we have only a few minutes left. We got it in good, and
right.
We will end the show before the timer goes off. Because
what did you just say?
What did I say?
Oh, sounded like.
I don't know what I said. Did I say something naughty?
I'll tell you after the show.
We're going to turn it off before it goes off.
Turn it off.
So something like that. We'll be back next time with another look. I think we're going to 78 next time.
1978.
That is going to be a show Dave is not going to join because a lot of Bee Gees songs left over from Saturday Night Fever, which came out in December of 77.
Oh, and it's not just them. There's another Gibb.
Right. So a lot of Gibbs and a lot of good movies and TV shows then, and a lot of jiggling. So join us next time for 1978.
And get your hiney checked.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.